But this is the beginning part. So here you have the initial, the head, the circular part, and since it's pretty much a front view, you have the center line, and then looking at the eye line, it's low on this circle, so it's just a offset, and the bottom parts of these circular parts for the eyes. So they have the half lids, so as you put the pupils and the iris combination kind of go in the middle, kind of tilt it a little bit, and then there's a line just showing the lid, so I'm just kind of extending it across as a general idea for the gesture for that part. So here's the circular piece. Again, the nose would be right here on the egg character, but now it's telescoped forward, and the idea of foreshortening is that the eye part is coming out a little closer to the viewer, so therefore you makes it a little bit larger, not too much, and then this becomes the circle. Now there's like a front part for the muzzle, then the cheeks are behind it, so it's all telescoped in this idea of foreshortening, so it has that section. Here's the center line, which you can find the corner, if you make it a definite triangle, but then it has the undulation lines of this nose showing, and the eye line of the eye, and then a little bit for the snout coming across. So that's what's building it up here. It is symmetrical, even on either side, equal on either side, but it does have slight variation. So these circles for the front mouth, if you can find the geometry first, it makes it fill in a lot easier to see the secondary part. So this goes up into the snout right there. So just right where the nose is, it has this line, and you're starting to be a little more knowledgeable of one character. And the cheeks with the fur coming out and showing a little bit of the tongue. So here's the lower section, and again, thinking of that as the elliptical part. If you can think of this almost like a coil in this eraser or clay, that's the lower part of that section, and that's going to hopefully blend in to make that a little bit more of a dimensional piece. And then going up to the top, let the kind of look at the eyebrows going across, echoing the shape of the eye. So this part to here, and it's kind of tricky to see, but I'm going to put a little bit of the highlight in the eye. They don't give that to you, so you got to research, look at some, put at least a little highlight in there. There's the bottom part of the lid, and it wraps around here, and then it has a little bit of a thickness, not all the way across because it's not totally delineated, but then wraps this section across, so you can see that. Same with this part. So you can see the eyes built up. The part on the side of the head gets a little narrow, so it stretches up with the squash and stretch, and the hair going up at the top. And once you have it, then take a look at the thin and thick lines. Let's put the ears in next. Symmetrically again, going up and folding right across, keep it rectangular. But then here's this kind of clay piece going up and over crudely, and that's going to round this off, so it has a round sections, almost like the tongue shape. That builds that piece up. Same with the opposite side. There's a circle in there, so just go ahead and lightly sketch it in there. And that builds it up. So you pretty much have it, and then just go in and start finding the shadows there. Here's the tongue. Again, trying to find the thin and the thick line for that part. Go. So it's just this process. Try to keep it loose in the beginning and then tighten up all your lines. Casting shadows in here. Put that section up there. Cast shadow under the eyes, eyelids. So even the lower lip is a cylinder, so still give it a little bit of a base tone, and the highlight lets it stand out, pops that out a little bit better. See how you get it in there. So again, squash and stretch, building up that elasticity of the character. Putting that in there real good.